I had been in love with my best friend's brother for 6 years, which was 6 years too long. So Trent's coming in tomorrow, huh? Kent shot me a sideways glance, followed by a long, dramatic huff, resting his gaming remote in his lap as I loaded our next game. Jay, how many times are you going to ask me about my brother? Kent turned to face me fully now, eyebrows raised in mock annoyance. I told you, he's coming in for a month before he travels to London. My stomach did an embarrassing little flip. Trent Choi, 36, partners at one of the biggest law firms in the state, annoyingly handsome, completely unattainable, and unfortunately, the man I'd been crushing on since I was 14 years old. I opened my mouth to object, but Kent cut me off with a smirk. Stop playing. I know you're into him. I scoffed too quickly. I'm not, what? Into him? Kent, please. He just laughed. That knowing kind that made my skin prickle. You're the worst liar I know. The way you perk up every time I mention his name. It's tragic, really. Maybe I'm just being polite, I muttered, suddenly fascinated with the condensation on my drink. Kent leaned back, eyes narrowing. Polite doesn't include asking me what kind of cologne he wears or if he's still single. Caught. Fuck. Okay, so I like him. Is that a crime? I asked, abandoning the game for a moment, my voice half defensive, half defeated. Let's see. Kent didn't even blink. He stared off into the middle distance like he was weighing a life sentence. Let's see, he drawled. My best friend since childhood wants to hook up with my older brother. Gross. My mouth dropped. Wow, thanks. Then Kent burst into laughter so loud I nearly choked on my own dignity. Dude, relax. Do you? Just don't get weird on me, okay? Then we've got a problem. I exhaled for the first time in what felt like a decade. And then, magic. You might actually have a shot, Kent said offhandedly, like he hadn't just dropped a bomb into my chest. Wait. What? I turned toward him like a magnet to steel. Did you seriously just say that? He nodded, nonchalantly picking at a chip crumb on his shirt. Apparently, he split with that psycho he was dating for like 3 years. What? My voice cracked like I was 13 again. Yeah, I overheard him talking to my mom about it. You know how she is with speakerphone. Volume on max, zero awareness. Like the entire house needs to be in on her conversations. Psycho? I echoed, blinking. Kent shrugged. X didn't take the breakup well. Smashed up some of Trent's stuff. You know, the usual love me or I'll ruin your furniture behavior. I blinked again. Trent was single. Oh my God. I'd been crushing on Trent Choi since I knew what hormones were. He wasn't just hot, he was the walking trifecta of sexy, smart, mature, confident. That whole older man in a tailored suit with clean lines and clean morals vibe. Yeah, I wanted it, desperately. But of course, Kent had to come in with a wrecking ball. Well, hate to burst your lovesick bubble, he said, but there's still that 3-ton elephant in the room. I frowned. What the hell are you talking about? Kent gave me that look, the one he saves for when he's about to say something deeply annoying, but probably true. Okay, yes, he's got more experience than me with men. So what? Kent snorted. Dude, really? You're going to make me say it? My brows pulled together. I already knew what he meant. And yeah, fine, it was technically an issue, but it was a minor one. The kind that disappears the second I got Trent's attention. The kind that became completely irrelevant once he saw what I have to offer. And God, the idea of getting with Trent? Just the thought sent heat rushing south. Definitely not a kid reaction. So he's a bit older, I admitted, trying to sound casual. Kent barked out a loud, obnoxious laugh. A bit? Jay, come on. I don't see what's funny. I'm talking about my future man. I mean, I'm basically your brother-in-law. Dude, Kent said flatly, Didn't I literally just say don't get weird? Right, sorry, I muttered. Kent's voice softened a little. He looked at me with that best friend energy he pulled out occasionally, right before he crushed your dreams with a hug. Jay, you're 19. 20 in 2 weeks. I cut in fast, like that made all the difference. Okay, soon to be 20, and Trent's 36. That might be a thing. What? Hell nah. Kent leaned back, arms crossed. Look, I don't think Mr. Fancy Pants, attorney/moneybags brother of mine, is into kids. My blood boiled. Kids? I'm no kid. I didn't mean to offend you, man. Seriously, he said, holding up his hands. If I were gay, I'd probably be all over you. He laughed again, a little too loud. I mean, you're hot. Every girl in high school wanted you. And now? You're graduating early, busting your ass more than anyone I know, about to start law school. I nodded slowly. He wasn't wrong. Objectively, I had my shit together. And let's not forget, Kent added with a snort, you paid your way through school with that job. He wiggled his eyebrows, clearly enjoying himself. I cringed, rubbing the back of my neck. Yeah, underwear modeling, I muttered. Not exactly my proudest achievement, but it was honest work. Got the tuition paid. But none of that mattered right now, because all I could think about was Trent, and how I've wanted him for years, and how, despite the age gap and the weirdness and Kent's stupid warnings, I was going to find a way to make him see me. Not as a kid. The only problem? I had no plan, not a single step beyond want him, get him. But hey, since when had that ever stopped me? If you enjoyed this story, I invite you to check out my debut M/M romance novella, The Unintended Escort, available on Amazon, or download the first 2 chapters for free. Just tap on the link in the description below. If you love BL stories with emotional tension, humor, and 2 characters who absolutely did not plan to fall for each other, this is for you. It starts with a mistaken identity and one unexpected weekend that changes everything. And yes, the heat level is definitely not for the shy.